All right, I'm going to try to do this all in one take. It's already feeling a little more awkward than I thought it would just talking to my phone, but we'll see how it goes. I'll read the question and then give my answers. Hopefully, that keeps it organized. The first question is, what was your first date like? Our first date was at Schlafly on Main Street before it closed. We had a couple drinks there, and then Alyssa's friends from work were actually on Main Street just hanging out, and we ended up meeting up with them. They wanted to go to Q, and I don't remember if we actually went into Q or if we just stood outside. I think maybe we did go in for a little bit, but luckily nobody wanted to stay at Q, so we ended up going back to Alyssa's house after Q, and we sat around and played drinking games until maybe 2 in the morning. It was a really it was a really long first date actually. But I just remember going home later and knowing that I was pretty sure Alyssa was the one. So that was kind of how I was feeling after the first date. 3 words would I use to describe Alyssa? I would say organized, caring, and then maybe a little feisty for the third one. Um, then what does Alyssa spend the most money on? If we're excluding groceries, definitely clothes would be what she spends the most money on. We get a lot of Amazon and Shein packages a couple times a week. Then it's you first. That was definitely me. I said I love you first. If I didn't say it first, she probably still wouldn't have said it. We probably still wouldn't have said it by now if it wasn't for me. I don't think. Then this is a good one. What is Alyssa's biggest pet peeve? The biggest one is probably when I leave wet, clean clothes in the washer for too long before putting them in the dryer. But she might also say dishes not being put in the dishwasher correctly, when I leave cups by the sink that I'm going to use again later. Oakley's hair everywhere is up there. Too much clutter around the house if I don't pick up after myself. And then if she's in the bathroom getting ready or doing anything, I'm not allowed into the bathroom. If I'm in the bathroom while she's in the bathroom, it's a problem. Then this one is a little tough one, I think, but I would say probably staying home without anything to do. We don't have to be anywhere. She can just kind of hang out, uh, chill in bed for a little while, maybe go to the gym or do whatever she wants to do kind of on her own time. Or I would say maybe taking a bath if it's later in the day. That might help her feel a little bit better. I try to give her one of those 6-second hugs. That doesn't always make her feel better. Sometimes that makes her feel worse. But yeah, I would say chilling at home, maybe taking a bath, just hanging out. Then it is, what is my favorite memory of us together? That is a really tough one. I'd maybe say the first thing that comes to my mind when I think of that question is when we went to Buffalo and I ran a marathon and she ran a half marathon. Buffalo is one of my favorite places that I've been. I haven't traveled too much, but of the places I've been to, Buffalo is definitely my top 1 or 2 favorite cities. So kind of taking her there, introducing her to my aunt and my family out there, running that race was terrible for both of us. Definitely some funny stories from that. So that trip might be my favorite memory as of right now. What is your favorite thing to do together? Everything. I don't know. That's might be the hardest one on here because I can't think of any one particular thing. Love going to the gym, love cooking dinner together, just hanging out, doing anything. I find most attractive about Alyssa. I don't know if this is supposed to be physical or not physical. I'll do not physical first. One of the things I find most attractive about Alyssa is we definitely don't agree on everything. Definitely don't agree on a lot of things, but anytime we have a disagreement or just anything in general, she always really makes it feel like we're on the same team and that she really is my partner. And any disagreement or anything we're working on, it feels like we're a team trying to find a solution more so than arguing against each other a lot of time. And I really appreciate that about her. Um, if it is physical, probably her eyes. She has beautiful eyes. We'll say that. I'm interested to see what she thinks is most attractive about me. I do not know. My arms or my sense of humor. Hopefully, she says one of those. And then the last question is, when did I know that Alyssa was the one? I think I said this in my first answer, but honestly, after the very first date, I thought she was the one. And then every day since then just proved more and more that I was right when I thought that. And I still think that today. So pretty much ever since the first date. Hope you guys are having fun. Hopefully that wasn't too awkward. Talk to you guys later.